Thanks, Crystal. If you've been on Facebook, you've seen the quizzes. What Disney princess are you? What topping of pizza you should be? I'm a green bell pepper, and you're a mushroom, right? Because he's such a fun guy. But it's not all fun and games.
Yeah, that's right, Amy. A lot of us have taken them, like you said. Like, I know what color my aura is, apparently, because I picked a few desserts. But the Better Business Bureau tells me that some of these can actually be risky.
Hold on. To start this story, I just need to log on to Facebook. Okay, we're on. Now I just need to get to my friend Chris's page. Chris, why don't you just introduce yourself and tell us how long you've had Facebook?
Christopher Campbell, about 10 years now.
Okay, Chris, what do you know about these Facebook quizzes?
I know that they're not really anything you take seriously. You just kind of do them to have fun.
Exactly, for fun.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, Chris will take a quiz if he sees it, even if there are questions that are a little silly.
Like the questions will be like, have you ever driven a car? And the answer will be like, oh, you bet I drove a car. Or the second will be like, a car? What's a car?
It's all in fun, right? Well, maybe not always. Sometimes the Better Business Bureau says that scammers will try to use those quizzes to get personal information like birthdays or addresses.
Once they get that information, they can really use that to damage. They can open up accounts in your name. They can possibly get into your bank account, access more of your information. And as we all know, that can be very detrimental.
Now, Jeremy, hold on over here. Okay, let's make this bigger. Okay, now Jeremy Johnson with the Better Business Bureau says that not all of these quizzes are so sinister, so you can still check what kind of Disney character you are, see how well you do on a cooking show, and for some reason, see what kind of spirit flower you are, and you'll be fine. The danger is when this takes you to another site.
Stop what you're doing and don't do that quiz.
The BBB also suggests checking your privacy settings to make sure that they are very secure.
Now, above all, the Better Business Bureau tells me that just be cautious when you're taking these.
Now, these are a personal favorite pastime of mine. Can I still take these?
Yeah, I mean, they say that, you know, some of these quizzes are fine. Just kind of use your judgment, be cautious. If you think it's sketchy, just hit that little red X.
Okay, that sounds good. Thanks, Jeff. Now, maybe take a quiz, see what Black Panther character you are. That movie has crossed the $1 billion mark at the global box office. That's right, $1 billion. And the film has done it in less than a month. The Disney and Marvel Studios film hit that number on its 26th day of release, and global sales are only going up. Black Panther opened in China Friday and made its $22 million on its first day of release there. Only 33 movies have made $1 billion around the world, and now Black Panther is one of them. It's the 16th film from Walt Disney Studios to make $1 billion, and the 5th film from Marvel to do so. Now, when we see movies with crazy costumes, many of us don't realize all the time and effort put into that one aspect. A drama instructor at Burley High looked to change that and brought a special effects makeup artist from Los Angeles to give people a taste of doing special effects makeup. Crystal Jose shows us what happened.
It was really fun. I got to look like I got bloodied up and got in a fight.
Burley High School's all-day workshop started with a demonstration, which would take no more than 2 hours in a professional setting.
I did a full face foam latex bat vampire monster makeup on one of the students, Maddie.
Maddie Taylor is a senior who told me this was an interesting experience to see what it's like from an actor's point of view.
I didn't see what it looked like for the entire process. Everybody else got to see kind of from start to finish.
When the work was complete,
I was scared looking at myself. I can't even describe how it felt because it felt like a real face. It didn't really feel like it was fake, but it was really interesting to see for sure.
In the second half of the workshop, attendees took their hand at creating special effects themselves with a foam latex scar.
And basically they'll glue it down, then they'll use that same glue to kind of blend the edges around the prosthetic into the skin. Then they'll powder that, and then they'll use special effects makeup to paint it, to give it the highlights and shadows and the depth.
Which was easier said than done.
So anywhere you go, it's a little dark, a little bit of base tone back over the top. If you can paint foam latex, you can paint anything. So
leaving students with a greater appreciation for special effects makeup.
I think just mostly a deeper appreciation for the people who do the makeup and the people who get the makeup done on them, because you know, on both sides, it's a lot of work, and it's definitely really difficult.
Crystal Jose, KVT News.
Burley was the only city in Magic Valley to receive a grant for a sidewalk for child pedestrian safety. This was awarded from the Idaho Transportation Department and the local Highway Technical Assistance Council. Burley received about $190,000 for a sidewalk that will be almost a half mile. It will include ADA-compliant ramps connecting White Pine Intermediate and Dworshock Elementary near 19th Street and Highland Avenue.
We're excited about the partnerships that we have with this grant. Safety is always a priority for our schools, and there is a large neighborhood there with a lot of children attending to elementary schools.
Construction is supposed to start this spring and must be completed by the end of the year. Calling all students in Blaine County starting tomorrow. You can register for classes in the Blaine County School District. Enrollment will open to new students for the 2018-2019 school year, and they'll be able to sign up for classes for the upcoming school year. Proof of Blaine County residency is required in August. Teachers, daycare workers, even a janitor spent their day off learning how to keep your kids safe if a shooter comes on campus. And this was part of an active shooter response class this weekend in Buell. The class was taught by the owner and operator of Patriot Defense, a man who's passionate about safety and shooting itself. He said he taught this class to help school personnel how to respond in an active shooter situation by using the phrase run, hide, and fight, but not necessarily in that order.
Go to your classrooms, look around, find out where a safe place is that you can hide if you have to. Think about your options. Think about this stuff now. You don't need me to help you with that. Think about what you can do ahead of time. Make a plan now so that something like this, unfortunately, ever were to happen to you, you would be ahead of the game.
Those who attended the class included teachers and people who run daycares and take care of kids. Eccles said he might do another class eventually. If he does, it will be on the Patriot Defense Facebook page. Next, these cows are best friends. We'll tell you what brought them together. But first, it's time for our fishing game forecast. There on your screen, you can see the best times to go fishing here in our area based on lunar cycles. Looks like about 11:20 in the morning or 11:40 at night.